Hello, hello, hello. Today is December 18 and it is now 2:20 p.m., 2:20 in the afternoon. The sun will set in about 2 hours and the sky is completely clear. Look what I have done. I'm setting up with my ladder and put my camera on top of that ladder to have a stable platform, and then I will see Jupiter and Saturn in the southwest. If I point now at the southwest, you will be blinded by the sun, so I will not do that. But my camera, which I now hold in my hand, will be probably here. Probably not there, but here. And then clearly what we expect is that Jupiter and Saturn should be perhaps only 3/10 of a degree apart. 3 days from now it will be 1/10 of a degree. So the distance will be substantially shorter, smaller, than what you see in my video of December 15. So keep your fingers crossed. Before we continue our astronomical journey into our solar system, I'd like to remind you of a few more facts that some of them I already mentioned earlier. The distance from the Earth to the Sun is what we call an astronomical unit. It's 150 million kilometers. And since light travels with 300,000 kilometers per second, it takes the light from the Sun to reach Earth 500 seconds. We call it 8 minutes. Easy to remember. Jupiter is 5 times further away from the Sun than we are. So it would take the light from Jupiter, 5 times 8 is 40 minutes to reach us. Saturn is 10 times further away than the Sun that we are. So it would take light from Saturn about 80 minutes to reach us. So when you look at the Sun in a certain direction and a certain location in the sky, that's really where it was 8 minutes ago. And if we are lucky today, I'm not sure we are, we will be, if we are lucky today and we will see Jupiter again, we see it where it was 40 minutes ago. And if we are lucky to also see Saturn, then we see it where it was 80 minutes ago. Some more information on Jupiter and Saturn. The size of Jupiter is about 10 times larger than Earth, roughly. And the same is true for Saturn. Saturn is somewhat smaller than Jupiter, but it's about 10 times larger than the Earth. Both are gaseous planets. Therefore, they are bladed. They are no longer perfect spheres. The difference for Jupiter in the radius at the poles compared to the equator is 7% for Jupiter, and it is 10% for Saturn. You can imagine, because it's gas and probably liquid too, that bulges out much easier than the Earth, which is solid. The oblateness of the Earth is only 0.3%. So at the location at the poles, the radius of the Earth is about 0.3% smaller than at the equator. Keep your fingers crossed. Let's hope that this evening there will be no clouds and we will see again Jupiter and Saturn as we did 3 days ago. It's now 4:30 p.m. The sun set about 10 minutes ago. You see a contrail there of an airplane. A little bit of luck, you can see the moon. It's behind the trees. And this is the direction of southwest where you will see Jupiter and Saturn. Optimum time is about 40 to 55 minutes after sunset. So we will still have to wait roughly, say half an hour or so. And I hope that the weather will hold. I will try to make a video, but that may not be possible. My camera is a very cheap camera, only $80. It's self-focusing, but the problem with self-focusing is that it's great as long as you have trees and other objects to focus on, but not if you only have just 2 planets in the sky. Everyone should know that you can clearly see Jupiter and Saturn with your naked eye, very clearly. It's not an issue. My camera is more sensitive than my eyes, but it has many other drawbacks. So if I want to see them well, I don't use my camera, I just look with my eyes. So it should be in that general direction that you are looking now, and then it's possible that it is behind branches. I may then be able to move my ladder to optimize seeing Saturn and Jupiter. So I will now go out and come back in about half hour when it will be, let's say, about 40 minutes after sunset, which would be 5 o'clock on the morgue. It's now 4:53, 32 minutes after sunset. I can see Jupiter quite clearly, but not yet Saturn. I'm not sure whether I can make you see. Jupiter, I know where it is. There it is. You see it? That is Jupiter! Oh, I can even see Saturn. Yeah, I can even see Saturn now with both my naked eye and also with my camera. But Saturn will get brighter and also Jupiter will get brighter. Wow! Okay, I cannot zoom in anymore. If I eyeball with my naked eye, then I would say the angle is larger than 0.3 degrees, as I earlier thought it might be. Okay, we can compare with the size of the moon, because the moon is half a degree. Where is the moon? There it is, sorry. So this is the moon. It has a radius of half a degree. And now we go back to Saturn and Jupiter. You can see them both very clearly. Yeah. Okay, now it's focusing. So you see Jupiter now very clearly, and you see Saturn, and my best guess is that, yeah, maybe 0.35 degrees apart. Definitely less than the diameter of the moon, no question about it. I will keep my camera going until my battery runs out. So you will see them slowly go down to the horizon.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Careful, if you touch this it will
I'm
fall.
not touching, I'm going back in.
Ah, you just heard my wife, she also saw it. Naked eye, it's very easy.
She saw it and Walter threw her out.
And Walter threw her out. Yeah, I cannot, I have the largest magnification of my camera. So once more, you can see it with your naked eyes. It is now about 0.35 degrees apart. It is December 18. On December 21, with a little bit of luck, I may see it again. Then they will only be 0.1 degrees apart. The seeing window is very, very tight. The seeing window starts about 40 minutes after sunset, no matter where you are. So you have to check when your sunset is. And the seeing window ends, I would say, about 25-30 minutes later, because the two planets then will become close to the horizon, too low. If you look very carefully, you may see them move relative to my trees. They go to the right. They are setting in the west. Look at the position of Jupiter relative to my tree branch. Yeah, you see, Jupiter is going to the right. That's the rotation of the Earth. It's not Jupiter who is moving, but it's really the Earth that gives this incredible speed at which they move. Oh yeah, Jupiter is clearly now on the right side of that branch. Wow, it's gorgeous. Now Saturn is quite above that branch. Oh, Saturn is also already on the right side of that branch. Oh, my batteries are holding up. I had bad luck yesterday. Oh boy, you can clearly see the motion of the planets. They're going down and to the right. One more look at the moon. Where is the moon? There is the moon. Through the branches of my tree. Okay. One last look. At Jupiter and Saturn. I can't believe it. I saw it on the 15th of December and now again on the 18th of December. I moved my camera a little bit, sorry for that. Now it's stable. And now Jupiter is going to move behind a branch. Oh, just at the top of the branch. Yeah. And now it's past the branch. All right then. It was a delight to share this with you. Have a nice night. For me it's going to be night. India is 9.5 hours later than here. So since it's about 5 o'clock now here in India, it is 9 plus 5, 14, it's 2:30 in the morning. Oh, I see another contrail near the moon. So, have a nice night or morning or day wherever you live. We'll be friends. That's a given, even if you are unfortunate and you will never have clear skies. In India, I know that skies are often heavily polluted. Then you don't stand a prayer, of course. Alright, yes, we'll stay friends forever. That is always a given. Over and out.